Hello, this short video will take you through the process of reporting total lunar occultations. For those reporting grazes or double stars, there are other videos that will be made available for those reports. First off, let's start by making sure our email address is on the file, and that's under User Settings, under Email Settings, number 4. Make sure your email address is complete, as it should be. I've placed a dummy email address in there for myself right now. Once you're ready with that, you can exit. Let's go to Lunar Observations and begin our report. Select Add, Edit, and Plot. A window will come up, a splash screen will come up to open the editor, and on it will be information that you might have set up earlier in another session. Occult keeps track of that information and reposts it here. The important thing to remember here is make sure that email address is correct. If it's not, you can change anything on the header by going to the next page and making the changes. The email address is important because that's where the information will come back to you once it's been received by the coordinator for these events. So make sure that email address is correct. Let's move on and start entering information. Go to Sites and Names. And here's where you enter your specific site information and telescope information. If you select degrees and decimal degrees, you should go out to about 5 decimal places, 4 or 5. And remember, I'm in the Western Hemisphere, so I'm going to enter a negative longitude, and I'll put in 4 zeros. I'm going to round it off for this purpose, for this demonstration. And same thing with latitude. Elevation above sea level to the nearest meter. You notice if I go to degrees, minutes, and seconds, I get to the nearest tenth of a second, which is what we're looking for. So there's my information there. The telescope I used was a 10-inch Meade SCT, so that's 25 centimeters. And I was working at f6.3, so it's 158 centimeters for the focal length. SCT, equatorial, clock driven. So there's my telescope and site information. I can add that now as a new site. Over here, place the observer information. First initial, last name. That's all is required. Add his new name. So there we have that page complete. Site, telescope, name. Let's add a couple of events for that process. I'm going to add a couple of events that I observed just recently, just to show you the process. The observations were made on August the 9th. The star had an SAO number of 139556, and once you do that, you should also click Identify Star to be sure the star is shown. And let's go back and try that again. Double click Identify Star and it doesn't show up, so it's not listed. So the SAO number is that one, and that's fine. It's a K2 star. We're okay with that. It just verifies the identification of the star. We're going to do a disappearance against the dark limb of the moon. So those two tabs are correct. Timing method. I used a time inserter, so I'm going to select those. You can select whatever is appropriate. They decrease in accuracy as you move down the list. So typically we pick the one highest on the list. For video, no PE is required on that. The accuracy I measured when I did the analysis was 0.03 seconds. Sky conditions were good, transparency good. I'm positive the event occurred. Under remarkable circumstances, I could see the dark limb. So you might want to check that list and make sure there's something there that might be important to list. I didn't see double star effects, and if I did, we would be reporting a double star event, not a regular total occultation. Except for larger stars, we're going to give the information for the 25% light level, and so we're going to change that to 25%. Now it's time to enter my time data. And so let me enter the time data. The event occurred at 1:10:49.18 UT. There's that. So I've entered my date and time, the star number, the event type, my method of timing and the time source, PE information, accuracy, anything remarkable about the observation, stability, transparency, no double star effects noted, and the level of the light. That's ready to add as a new event. Now you may want to save this right away so that you don't lose the information, but I'm just going to enter one more and then I'll save it. So I'm going to cancel this. And I'm going to enter a second star that I observed, same night, and it's 139,567. 139,567. And again, identify the star. And that one does show up. So we can double click on that. And now it's in the catalog. New time, 1:50, 56.23. Disappearance dark limb. All this information that I prepared before is the same. Of course, you can make adjustments if you have to with that new star. Let's see. And we got to make sure we have the right date. Let's see. 8/9/2016, 1:50, 56.23. Oh, 567. There's our problem. 139,567. There we go. That's better. I was wondering why there's some information that didn't look right. So there's our new information for the star. Now we're all set, and we can add that as a new event. The light level is the same. It just gives you a little statement here about the light level, and that's going to be the same because we're reporting the same type of event. So we'll say yes there. And now I will save it. And there's a format to the way you should save the event. You want to do year, month, day, underline, last name. That's the preferred way of doing it. Year, month, day, and name. Save it. Now it's been saved. You want to take a look at how you did? You can go over here to reduce and plot. You can take a look at each event individually by right-clicking a line and select display. Let me bring that in so it's a little smaller and fits here. So there's my event relative to the lunar limb. It's going to be a little bit off because I didn't use precise coordinates. And here's the second event. And we'll bring that in so we can see it better. And there that one is. Okay. We're ready to finish up and report this event. So we're going to click there. Now we're ready to submit report. So we go up here and submit report. It reminds me how many events I'm reporting. I say yes. This is a total occultation. Total occultations in North America go to Derek Bright. And these other regions around the planet are listed for observations there. So I would click on Derek Bright, and I would click OK. My email address is wrong there. Make sure your email address is correct there so you'll get a copy of the report. And then you'd select OK, and off the report would go. I'm not going to do that right now. I don't want to send him another report for this event. So I'll cancel that. And that's it. You've just reported total occultations. Again, just review the process. Header comes up, make sure the email is right. Set your site and data information. Sites to the nearest 5 decimal places, which is a 1/10 of an arcsecond latitude longitude. Event information. Make sure you've described the event properly. Disappearance, dark limb, reappearance, dark limb, whatever it is. Timing information, time source, remarkable circumstances. If you happen to see that the event is gradual, you could do that too. Sometimes a disappearance or reappearance occurs gradually, and then in that case you'd put a duration over which that event occurred. So a non-instantaneous event. That would be something that would be different. When you're all done, you're going to save it in a format that I showed you, and then you can send it off with submit report. And that's it. Check with the help file within Occult. It'll help you get through some of the processes, and if you have questions about what entries are acceptable, that will show up in the help file. If you have other questions, you can submit them to the Yahoo group, IOTA Occultations Yahoo group, and I'm sure someone there will help you out. Good luck with your observations, and we look forward to your reports. Thanks.